Hello, in this section we'll see about text overflow property. Text overflow property used to manage when the content width is less than the content. In that case, the text will be overflowed outside of the box. So in order to manage that overflow, we use the overflow property and the text overflow property. The overflow property is to manage the visibility mode of the content, and the text overflow property specifies how overflowed content that is displayed should be signaled to the user. So we can clip it or can have some ellipses. So let's create some paragraph first and we see the effects, both effects. So here, so let's have some ID. So here we make the overflow property to hidden, and those hidden texts will be displayed by using text overflow. You can define the modalities text overflow by using clip. So the text will be clipped out. The second one, you can also define the ellipse, and ellipse. So let's have some similar properties here. Then here we say ellipse, ellipses. So let's have some border of 1 pixel and solid border of 1 pixel and solid. So let's have the height to make it, and let's have some content here. Another content in order to show you that the text is clipped out. Copying, simply having many lines. The same way for the ellipse. Now if you see on the browser, so the height is too much, so there is no clipped out content. Let's say let's decrease the height to simply by removing all 50 pixels. Let's refresh it. Or let's remove it first. So let's add some white space, no wrap property, having no wrap property value in order to protect that wrapping of text, white space, no wrap, which means the text will be displayed on one line only. So now if we open it, as we see, the text is, the first one is clipped out and the second one shows some ellipses at the end of the box. That is how we managed text overflow property by using text overflow property and combination with overflow hidden value properties. The other text effect properties, word wrap and word break properties. Word wrap properties, when we get or when we find long words, like we use a word wrap property to adjust the behavior of the text, the word. So let's see some word wrap. So let's create some paragraph first. Let's have paragraph elements and having this paragraph have long word. So let's give it some ID of long word and let's have styles for that. Style that. So here we have long word. So width of, let's give it 100 pixel and border of 1 pixel, solid. Then word break. So word wrap, sorry. Break word. The value will be break word. So if you want to break the word, we use word break. So first let's see without the property. So now if you refresh the page, this one, which is that the long word properties overflow, so it is not break. So in that case we use the word wrap property. In order to break the single word, we use word wrap, then the value will be break word. So let's save it and let's refresh. As you see, the long word is break down into smaller parts and it is added on the following successive lines. That is how we use word wrap property in CSS. The other text effect property is word break property, which is to define where a word should be break. So the first alternative is keep all, which means it keeps all the words and is to break the word at spaces, hyphens, or other characters. The other is break all, which is to keep at any point, which means on the middle of your word, the word is right, or it can break the single word into a number of lines. So let's see both of that. So let's first apply paragraph, having idea of break, paste, then just some text. This is word break, paste, text. The line can be break at spaces, hyphens, and other characters. So let's give some styles for the break style ID, then break test. Then let's have some word width of 100 pixels, border of 1 pixel, solid, and word break property of. There are two values. The first one is keep, then hyphen all, which means it keeps all the words without breaking the word into a number of parts. So it keeps it's used to break the sentence in spaces, hyphens, or other uh, characters. So let's see. So as we see, the word is broken at spaces or hyphen. If we have hyphens, add hyphens. So let's simply change the value to break all and see the difference. Break all. So now, as we see, the single word break is broken into two. The is broken into two. Break here also is broken into two. So at any point, especially on words, can be broken into number of parts. So if you use break all property, if you use keep all, words stay the same, but it will be breaking at spaces or hyphens. That is how we use word break property. Thank you.